Again at the Tri-Cities Coliseum, I'm Tony Ott, joined now in the broadcast booth by Tri-City Americans left winger, defensive man, sometimes captain of this team, Devin Derksen. Night off tonight, Devin gets a chance to watch what's going on, rest you up for the playoffs. Thanks for coming up and talking with us tonight.
Thanks.
How's things going? Again, you have the night off, and this gives you an opportunity to kind of kick back and watch it. I'm sure that you'd like to be out there tonight. But again, resting you up for the playoffs, that's important because Seattle is coming up on Saturday, and this Seattle series is really going to be a big one for this team, isn't it?
Especially with Brian Sakic out right now. We know that it's going to be especially tough now to beat Seattle. They're playing tough. They're playing good right now. And right now this game means nothing to us and Spokane. It's just kind of a motivator to get into the playoffs. And, you know, if both of us had a choice, I think we'd both take the night off, both teams. But we have to play it, and hopefully no one will get any injuries, and we'll be ready to go Saturday.
Tell me, Devin, out of the season now, game 72 is just 2/3 over now. What have you seen? What have you seen accomplished this year? Your retrospect of what you've gone through this entire year.
It's kind of been up and down, you know. A lot of the guys from last year, you know, Murray Duval, Kelly Kutowitz, and they all got traded. You know, new guys came in. It's a little hard to say goodbye to some friends and all that. And you know, the incident that happened at Christmas time, you know, we felt we had to do something, and we did it. And you know, right now I think after Christmas time we're really starting to click now, and hopefully we can do it in the playoffs. You know, it's been kind of a rough year for Kozubak and all the players, and hopefully we can click it around and do something in playoffs, hopefully.
How do you guys feel about going in against Seattle? I know that this is a team that has really been hot. They've got a lot of offensive power. They've been able to beat the Tri-City Americans every single time they've played them up there this year, up there in Seattle. But that has been once in the Coliseum, and the rest of the times in the arena. You've got two contests that are in the Coliseum, 12,000 plus people expected.
It's going to be to our advantage a little, I think. You know, we don't play very good in the older Coliseum. The rink that they're going to be playing in the next two games is as big as the ice surface we have here. I think we might benefit off that a little, and hopefully Stu Barnes and all them, with that open ice and all that big ice, they can skate through it pretty well. And but you got to look at, they have Nedved and Goodall, and that could help them out too.
Devin, your numbers so far this season: 15, 43 for 58. You pleased with what you've done so far this year?
Yeah, I am. Last year, with only having 16 points, I didn't expect I'd be doing as good as I did, but thanks to the coaching staff, Kozubak, and that giving me a chance to play, and plus I've changed the way I play a little. Last year I played a little more when I went out there, more hitting and all that, and this year it's kind of a different game now with new rules about taking off you don't take the helmets off when you fight, and that it gives you more time to skate now. And
that's one thing that we have not seen a whole bunch of Devin Derksen this year, is throwing down the gloves and going at it toe-to-toe.
With that new rule about not taking the helmet off, it's hard sometimes to fight, and a lot of people get banged up hands and that, and actually it's a lot different league. Last year was a lot tougher and rougher. This year they're bringing in a lot more skating players and that, and just totally different new league.
This year you're eligible for all rounds of the draft coming up, and this is a big year for you. How do you feel? Do you think it come around June time that somebody's going to be picking up your number?
Well, actually I can only go in the first 3 rounds this year.
This year it's the first 3 rounds?
First 3 rounds, and you know, it's going to be tough to go in the first 3, but hopefully next year, if I get a good year, maybe I can click on to a later round or something. Hopefully I can.
I know Coach Rick Kozubak sure is impressed with the way Devin Derksen has played this year. Coach Kozubak comes back next year. I'm sure that the Devin Derksen that he saw and liked this year will be back again next year for this club, and will certainly help out and be a part of this American organization. The playoff Saturday, hope to see you back out there on the ice this Saturday.
See you later.
All right. Devin Derksen, left-winger defensive man for the Tri-City Americans. He's been our guest. When we return, we'll talk with Steve Crow, general manager of KEPR Television. We'll see what he has to say about the yellow cards tonight. They're around the Coliseum. Believe me, it's quite a sight to see here at the Tri-Cities Coliseum. The Americans 5, Spokane 3. Back right after this.